Hello, February Freedom Flight Makers. So Tina Gonzalez, today I am going to cover something that is hugely important to you, which is titled Branding You. And I want to share why I'm so passionate about helping you brand you yourself. You are the asset in your business, and I want to share with you why I teach others to brand themselves versus the company, themselves versus the product. You are the reason that others will be making a purchase. So here's what I know for sure. People do business with those that they know, that they like, and that they trust. So anyone that you're bringing into this business as a product user or a business partner, they're coming in because of you, not because of Lab, not because of Life Activated Brands, not because of Brandon, because of you. So I want to help you brand yourself effectively. And it's super simple, you guys. My superpower is I'm going to take anything and make it as simple as I can for me to understand so that it's simple. If grandma can do it, you can too. So here's why. Hi, Melissa. Here's why branding you is important. So you are not the owner of this company. You are the owner of your brand. You, Brandon and Jessica own this company, and I love this company. I love everything about it. I love the products. I use them all. I love the culture. I love Brandon. I love Jessica. I love everything about this. But you will note if you go to my wall that it does not have anywhere there Life Activated Brands. You won't see labels, you won't see a link to Life Activated. That's the worst thing to do. Do not put links on your profile anywhere that's going to take them away from you. You are why people are on your social media. So the reason, as much I said all of the things I love about this, as much as I love that, everything about Lab, a company can shift or change directions at any time. Anytime. We don't own the company. They could change formulas, and I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying I care about you. I care about you and your brand. In the event Lab were to completely fall apart tomorrow, it's not going to affect it will affect Tina Gonzalez, but I would be devastated, but my brand wouldn't die. My brand would still be there. A company, the president, CEO, the powers that be can change anything. That's their right because it's their company. They own the company. You don't own Lab. You own your brand. And I want you to protect your brand, develop it, let it evolve, nurture it. That's your baby. That's what you have. Because Tina Gonzalez, in the event something were to happen to Lab tomorrow, I'm a network marketing professional. I would find another opportunity to rock. God, no, God, please, sweet tiny Jesus, don't let that happen. But I want to be smart about my brand. So, sounds all complicated, right? It is not complicated. Here is how I share with you. So I just want you to know why I want you to brand yourself. I don't want you branding the company. I want you to brand yourself. And that's why, because you own your brand, you own your network, and you can take you, your brand, and your network anywhere if you do it right and be successful. And here's how I know that. Let me just give you a little proof of that. Why being authentically you, which is what I'm going to talk about, you are your brand. And I'm going to tell you how to identify 5 categories so you can consistently rotate through those 5 categories in your post. And your post, what you put out there, your content, will be consistent with your brand. So when you're consistent, you're trustworthy. When people go to your wall, do they know what they can expect? If people went to my wall today, they're not going to see crazy Tina. Joe may see crazy Tina, but you're going to see consistent with who I am every day. And consistency earns trust, and trust earns business from other people. So 5 categories. Here's how I like to make things simple. Tina's brand is this, and see if this sounds right. Let me know in the comments below. Does this sound right? If you were to flip over to my page right now, and within 20 seconds or so, would you know these things about me? Because we really only have that much of time to grab people's attention. I want people to know within 20 seconds that Tina is a wife, a mom, a grandma, a professional fun haver for sure, and a business mentor in the space of social marketing. When you go to my wall, comment below, do you know those things about me in short order? And also, just as a quick check here before I tell you the next part, when you think of Tina Gonzalez in a brand, is there a color that when you see that you associate with me? Can you put, if you know what that is, can you put it below? So, a wife, mom, grandma, professional fun haver, and business mentor. I want people to know those things, and when I have that framework, it takes guesswork out of what I will post. Everything I post, 100% of what I post, you guys, is about business. If I was not growing, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm peace out social media, peace out Facebook. I'm not on the beach, I'm doing all the fun things. I am on social media to build a business. Everything I do is about building a business. And when I post oohs about my grandchildren, that is authentic. I love my grandchildren to the ends of this earth, and that's authentic to me. And that is sharing about my heart and my soul and who I am. It's sharing my life with my audience. Otherwise, so when I have dinner with my husband and we're out and about and we're doing something fun, I'm gonna share, by writing our little pedagogos, I'm gonna share that on social media. And that's about being a wife. We're having and fun. So that professional fun haver category opens up a lot of playroom for me, right? But if you think about for you. So I'm just giving you my example for me. What about you? Who are you? Can you break that down into 5 categories, and then you can have that as your framework. So when you go to social media, you're committed to that framework. So people can begin to trust who you are. And you guys, if we're gonna connect with people, we gotta start giving stuff from our heart. We just can't throw anything out there. We have to open up our heart and talk about pain points only when you resolve them. But that's a whole nother subject, all right? So I have those 5 categories. So next thing, I saw some guesses on the color, and you are right. I am so at peace when I see the color ice blue, and of course that pop of fuchsia pink also. I have lots of colors, but if you see my banner, you'll see the framework that I try to do things in. And you'll even see that because when I chose my ice blue color, and blue, by the way, if you Google it, the meanings behind colors, you'll see that there's a reason why I chose that. First of all, it makes my soul happy. Blue skies, blue waters, blue eyes like Joe has. That color makes me just feel very peaceful and happy, and I try to make sure when I'm posting pictures, here in Florida, I'll just stand up so I get extra blue sky in the background, or I'm looking at the water and it's extra blue there, or I'm wearing a blue shirt. People connect that color with me, and part of the power behind blue, in addition to it makes my soul happy, it has to be something that makes you happy. And in addition to that, there's a meaning in terms of trust. For me, trust is a very, very big thing. Earning trust from other people and maintaining trust and giving trust to other people, all those things is so important. And you'll see that that is something, if you Google the color of blue and the meaning behind it. So here's my encouragement. Listen, that may sound complicated to come up with a color palette, but it really isn't. If you go to Google and you just search color palettes, there are artists or designers or whatever that they have all these color blocks put together, and that's exactly where I found the background in my banner that I was like, oh, that makes me so happy. And so then I started playing with those colors. So then you guys, even when I'm posting a quote, which I love to post quotes that really speak to my heart, that either punch me in the throat or I think I'm going to grab other people. If it's a brief quote, on Facebook, you can choose a color background. So my color that I choose for the background, when I post a quote, I'm never going to play, I shouldn't say never, I rarely place someone else's meme on my Facebook. I use one of Facebook's features, and Facebook loves it some Facebook, you guys. So if you use any of Facebook's features, it's gonna love you, it's gonna give you extra things. So they have that there. If you use it, you may get some extra mileage in the newsfeed by doing so. So people, so I use that background color for quotes when I put them. I try to make sure that's somewhere, I'll sit outside, sometimes doing lives, when I'm doing public lives, I'll do it out, by the pool with the little blue umbrella behind me. It all ties in together if you want it to. So I wanted to have a nice, tight, cohesive brand in the simplest way possible. All right, so, okay. Now, let's get into some juice. Now we know what the categories are. You've identified your categories. Maybe you're going to decide also to choose a color palette and, be like your own version of Tarjay. When you think of Tarjay, what color do we think of? Red, powerful red, right? So choose your color palette if you're so inclined. And here's where I want to really dial in on real estate on your social media. Let's just talk about Facebook for right now. You have some very valuable real estate. Are you optimizing location, location, location? First of all, so we've already determined you're not going to have life-activated brands, no link to life-activated brands. Don't take them away from you, your brand. So your profile picture. The profile picture needs to be a picture of you alone, your smiling face, and no confusion. So let's take, for example, if Melissa has, and it's not wrong to have a picture of you and your spouse, but if Melissa has a picture of her and her spouse and a stranger comes there, like, who's Melissa? Which one's Melissa, right? Or if you've ever seen ladies who have a team, a picture of a whole crew of girls or a family of girls, and you're like, I don't know who that is. So when I'm given an invitation by someone to connect with them, I want to know who I'm connecting with. Who is it? And I want to see that they're a happy, smiling face. That's my avatar. I don't want grumpy people. If someone's got frowny face or they look scary, I'm just going to keep on moving and no thank you. So your smiling face alone, not your dog, not your favorite sports team, your smiling face. Take time to make sure you have that. Your cover banner, oh my gosh, that's an opportunity for you to say so much about who you are. So go to people's, here, I'm gonna give you a list before we get off of people. These are just people who happen to be at the top of the company right now until all of you get to the top of the company, but go check out Ashley Nunez Mallory. I'm just giving you some places to go observe. Like, I'm an experiential learner, I'm an observer, so just go look and see what other people are doing. So look at Melissa Collins, look at Rachel Ortenz, look at Trina Brown, look at Brandon, but Brandon is the owner of the company, so if he has life-activated brands there, he's the owner, that's his company, that's okay. We're not branded. So, Ashley Nunez, Manu, Lori, Satterwhite, like, go look around at people who are doing whatever if you're looking to grow a big business, see what people are doing who are growing a big business, and look outside of lab as well. So your profile picture, your banner. In my banner, I put a quote. It's just very light and breezy, but it says, I will equip you to live something like, I'll equip you to live the life of your dreams if you let me. That's kind of like an open invitation. People would be curious. It's a curiosity kind of banner. And then your bio. You guys, this is your opportunity to get crystal clear and communicate to your audience in a very crystal clear way what you do. So I used to, before I got, some additional training, I used to put there in my banner that I was a wife, a mom, a grandma, whatever, a wine lover. So I used to put all that. Then I learned to improve that by telling my audience what is in it for them. People are innately selfish. They want to know what's in it for them. So if you were to go to my profile now, I'm telling people who I partner with. I partner with confident, purposeful, blah, blah, blah. You can go read, but you could consider starting off with I help, and then who is your audience? My audience is I am most joyful when I'm helping empower women financially. That's my target audience, and thankfully I can get by with that because Joe works closely with men. He works better with men than I work with. I want to surround myself with confident, purposeful, powerful women, or women who are looking to grow their influence, who are women who are like I was. That's my two audiences. Women who are like I was before I became financially empowered and confident and grew through this profession, or women who are like I am now, who are confident and are creating wealth, who are expanding influence, who are making an impact. Those two audiences, that's who I want to speak to. And what I know for me is that when people grow their confidence and their wealth and their influence, they have the ability to do what I want to help people do, which is to make an impact on the world, right? I want to have people rich. I want to have people wealthy. I want to have people influential, because those people are the ones that are going to be capable of pouring into causes that need us. There are so many here that want to pour into animal causes or children causes or human trafficking, whatever the causes are. I want to equip people to be stinking filthy rich so they can do that unapologetically. Can you tell I can speak of money unapologetically because money equals options? So my brand reflects that. All right, so we've talked about the real estate that you can optimize. You want people at any given time to be able to go, a brand new person, to go to your social media anytime and see those 5 categories that you choose from, right? If you choose, you can put a color palette to that to strengthen, to evolve your brand. You can be a student of other top leaders in the industry. Go see what they're doing, observe, and then start executing on those observations. The things that I'm sharing with you right now are super simple to do. We're just gonna authentically be who we are. Unless we're weenies, and then maybe you should not be a weenie. But be authentically who you are so you can attract your tribe. There are people who need you to be all of you, just exactly as you are. I was sharing a conversation with Michelle, who's going to give you some more great training today. Michelle Mowbray, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I was sharing a conversation with her about the first time I went live. This is just quick. And I was authentically me. I'm a complete dork. I'm technology challenged, and I went live for the very first time ever. And then I got off. It looked fine in front of me, and then I got off and I discovered that my video, the whole thing, I was sideways like this. So be authentically you. Take people on your journey. You don't have to be successful already. You're taking people on your journey with you. So I took people from this sideways to, building my confidence brick by brick and my skills brick by brick. So now I have a brick house of confidence, and I'm always a student of other leaders in this profession. So that's what I'm going to leave you with for now. And we have a 9 a.m. power hour. I will be recording the first piece of training there, and then I'll turn off the recording for the worky part. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. Hope that was helpful.